Okay, this is New York recap for the 11th of February. This is my second attempt. I had an audio issue and I've had to re-record this. So I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to put it into replay. This is today and then this was yesterday. So I'll just put it in like yesterday never happened. And I'll just jump straight down onto the 1 hour chart and we'll bring it forward to New York. We had NFP news. You'll see a huge candle in a second. There she is. 1 to 2. Okay, let's zoom in. I was quite bullish on the higher time frames, just based on the daily pushing up. This was and the 4 hour, everything was looking bullish. So I had a bullish bias coming into the New York Open. As you can see here, we've just been pushing up. I thought we'd at least come and, take these highs. There was another small one there. So that was, I had a bullish bias coming into New York. I'll just leave it at that. And I'll tell you what I was expecting. Let me just bring price forward to the open. So that's, so this is just before open. I thought we were going to come down into, let me just draw them. We had these 15-minute bullish imbalances on this leg, and I thought we'd come down into the discount of this leg. So if I do that, I thought we would come down into the discount of this leg and then go and take these highs. So that was my plan, my bias. I wasn't thinking about shorts at all. And I know a lot of other traders trading had bullish biases as well. So I'm glad my that was the previous day's high. So that did get swept. So when you look back in hindsight, it can kind of become a little bit clearer. But everything looked bullish to me. So let me just go down to the 2 minute and I'll just play it forward. We did re-sweep the high and then we pushed down. I was waiting for us to tap into this lower imbalance and ideally take this swing low, which we hadn't done yet. So this is where I took a trade on low risk because I just wasn't really happy with it. And in hindsight, the fact that I was going low risk means I probably shouldn't have been taking the trade. So each day we're learning every day. So here we have this 1 minute that I was looking at. Really not clean, not nice. And this is key. See this swing high here? That's liquidity that could be taken. I'd ideally enter before that gets taken. So I want a 1 minute candle to close above this 1 minute imbalance, but not take this high. But that's not what happened. We had this strong push up. The FOMO kicks in. You want to get involved. And I got in there. Now, ideally, I wanted that candle to close below that, close down here somewhere, and I get in here. And then we go run that high and then maybe manage risk much quicker. But I was kind of framing a trade like this. Stop below the imbalance. Again, as I said, I took this on low risk. So I didn't lose a full, my standard risk. So I'm still green on the week, and later on I did take a long, which was actually a very nice long, and probably should have been the only long that I took. But I got stopped out break even. Had I not taken this trade, maybe I would have managed this trade a bit different, and I would have been green on the day. But it is what it is. It was a low risk day, and I probably shouldn't have traded it at all. So I came out kind of relatively unscathed. But when you see all this low resting liquidity, we're pushing down. Let me just go to the 15 minute real quick. We eventually take that's the London low here. That's London's low. But I just want to show one thing. See on the 15 minute chart, let's look over. So price is pushing down here. Let's just look at this leg, and what do we see? I mentioned it in a previous video. We see this really neat, small, bullish 15 minute, and it's the last one in this whole leg. right? So just watch this. I just think the more I trade Nasdaq, you start to notice kind of traits and behaviors. It loves to hit these little tight 15-minute imbalances. And if you think about it, this big move up, it's literally the last imbalance. You've got this order block below it. So let me just play price on. I'm going to try and keep this. So pushed all the way down. Took London low here at that line, and then we tap into that 15-minute imbalance. Let me zoom in so make this nice and clear. And yeah, it's looking at this 1 minute, and I think there was a 2 minute as well. And I was waiting for price to close above the 2 minute, which happened. See, the 2 minute one is above it. It's up here. So now we have inversions on the 1 minute and the 2 minute. And when you look back, I should have had really strong conviction in this. Stop was down there, and I got to 1 hour at one point. So I was kind of flat on the day. I could have, and I was slightly green. I could have closed down there and had a break-even day, but I thought we might eventually try and run back up to the New York highs. This is getting quite messy. Let me just tidy this up a bit. But yeah, so once we had this push up, I moved my stop to break-even, and we came down and tapped it there, which is unfortunate because it then went on to run a bit higher. And I got hindsight's always great, but it's good to look at it. Like, it did hit a 2 hour. I think it eventually in the PM session it started to pull back down again. But that's what it was. Yeah, we go again. I'm not come out with a small tiny bit of damage, but I can move on to the next session and take full risk again. The fact that I wasn't taking full risk on this trade up here, why was I taking that? Like, we did come down into discount, but I was entering up in premium. So just lots of things wrong with this. So I kind of need to look at this and take some learnings from it. Okay, I'll leave it there. Over and out.